Jason Rulo from Assault Fitness LLC here. Today I'm going to review the Battlegrounds race and give you some ideas about how to best perform in the Battlegrounds and get you the best results. It doesn't really matter if it's a spring race, fall race, whatever. There's some basic things that apply, and we're going to go over those things today. First things first, as with any obstacle course race, you got to embrace the suck. Okay, if it's cold, if you're wet, if you're muddy, it's always the same thing. Embrace the suck, which means just understand that things are going to suck and accept it and move forward. Don't worry about those things and do the best you can do. Quick rundown. Clothing, Under Armour gear, that's the best thing. It vents the quickest, it dries the quickest, and it's going to provide the best overall tight fit for obstacle course racing. You could do BDU or cargo type pants. They work well, they're very durable, but when they get wet, they're kind of heavy. I prefer to race in Under Armour type equipment because both shirts and pants, they do, like I said, vent the easiest and dry the fastest. I do have full review of race gear on a second video, which you can check out, and I'll have linked here, and it'll give you a little bit more of a rundown. But just know that I recommend full coverage. Full coverage meaning guys wearing a shirt, girls wearing a full t-shirt, or full shirt, not necessarily just a bra, full pants, all those things. You don't want to get cuts and get bruises and all those type of things if they can be avoided. And if all you need to do is wear full clothing, that's the easiest way to do it. So that being said, also on that other video, I'll do a full rundown of how to take care of your feet and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to check that out, please do so. Okay, what to bring. This is a basic thing, so it's easy to go through. Easiest thing, in addition to your racing gear that you need, is to bring extra shoes and clothes. You got to have something to change into. At the Battlegrounds, they do have warm showers. You're able to take care of that relatively easily, and it's set up with a full, coverage type area with a changing area and all that type of stuff. In addition to the change of clothes, change of shoes, make sure you do have a towel, beach towel of some sort. They do sell Battlegrounds beach towels, which I recommend you pick up one. At least you'll have an OCR-based one. But beach towel, and also trash bag for sure. You're going to have something you're going to need to put in your car that's going to be wet and nasty, so you might as well have a trash bag to put stuff in and travel stuff around. Also having a travel bag of some sort that you can put in the bag drop that'll have all your necessities, your phone, so you can take pictures afterwards and all those type of things. Again, trash bag. If it's sunny outside or the forecast says to be sunny, make sure you bring some sunblock, different things like that you might need, for the race. But basic things, keep in a little bag and put them at the bag drop, which is free at the Battlegrounds. Other things, new obstacles. This is being recorded in May of 2015, so we have new obstacles at the Battlegrounds. I'm going to give you a quick rundown on those obstacles and what to expect. Obviously, they have all the things that are near and dear to our heart: the drop zone, the torpedo launcher, walls, various other things, cargo nets. They do have a new cargo net for 2015. It's much more of a 45-degree cargo net, so it is a little bit more of a horizontal lift on that thing, but it's still the same as every other cargo net. Again, another video on how to climb a cargo net I have linked here, so check that out. That'll help you out there. In addition to that, in the back area, right toward the beginning of the race, rather than just flat running, they put some barbed wire area. I believe it's about 18 inches off the ground, so there is room to army crawl underneath it. If there's not very many people, you can roll. Rolling is probably the best bet, although it will get you a little bit disoriented if you're not used to doing it. So just know that rolling is an option. If not rolling, then definitely army crawling underneath it. They've got two sections that are that way, and they're each about 20, 30 yards apiece, so probably 20 yards apiece. So good amount of crawling, but it does slow you down when you're back in that back area. In addition to the A-frame cargo net and the barbed wire, the rope traverse. This is the same as it's always been, except in the Elite Wave, you will be required to go underneath the rope, the bottom rope. or on top of it. Basically, you can only use one of the two ropes. They do have the two ropes, and one over and one below. But if you're in the elite wave, you cannot use the rope above. You can tight rope that thing. You can, military crawl on top of it, or you can traverse it below, whichever you prefer. On this particular rope, because it's not a real rope, it is an actual cable. My recommendation is actually to go under the rope unless it's soaking wet. If it's soaking wet, then for people going on it before you, but in the elite wave, that's not likely to happen. Then you're going to want to go underneath it. Otherwise, if it's soaking wet, you can slide across the top of it. Another new thing, back in the back toward the end of the race, we've got a wood carry, where you get log carry, whatever you want to hold your wood from Tough Mudder is what they call it. You got to carry about a 10 to 20 pound log, depending on the size that you choose. You got to carry it about 50 yards out and 50 yards back. So that's an additional thing that's new for this year. And right after the gauntlet, which the gauntlet is all basically the same as it's been, but right after the gauntlet, we have a cargo cage. And this is basically a horizontal cargo net. You have to sideways down the cargo net. Basically, the idea is not to touch the ground inside this cargo cage. So you got to go sideways, across this thing. So it's not too difficult, but it does take a little bit of time. It will slow you up a little bit, but know that it is in addition to what you've been expecting before. That is the basis of all changes. They did have the weavers modified. Now you go underneath them. They've got some bales of hay that you'll have to climb over, but it's not a thing where you got to weave up and down like you had in the past. So those are the basic changes to the course. Just know that it's going to slow down your time a little bit compared to what it was last year. If you ran the race prior, it's probably anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes longer as far as race time is concerned. As far as everything else that happens at the Battlegrounds, post-party is always good because they've got the winery there and they've got the area to have it. They do have a festival-type area that they haven't utilized as much in the past. It's going to make it a much better post-party, so do check that out. Come over to the winery, have a little bit of wine, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon there. It is something that's going to be a good time, and it is unique as for their facilities to have a post-party like this. So it's definitely something to check out. And they do have a VIP pass. If you're looking to drink a little bit more and you're looking to eat and have good food and whatnot, the VIP pass is slightly more, but you can pay for that, and that'll be something that takes care of everything. So that is another good option as far as that one thing that they offer. In addition, the post-party, or the time spent after the race. I am a member of the Battle Corps. That's the specialized race team that the Battlegrounds has as promotion. Myself, Leah, a few other people, Mark Tiernan, we'll be around after the race. Feel free to come up, talk to us, ask us questions. If you plan on doing any obstacle racing in the future, it's always good to ask somebody, what they think about this or like that. Feel free to do so. We'll be happy to talk to you, happy to help you out in any way we can. If you need to contact me for any additional questions, I'm happy to answer any questions about the Battlegrounds. I do a lot of work with, so I am able to answer most questions, race and non-race related. If it's payment related, that would be them directly. But you can feel free to contact me at jasonrulo, JASONRULO, at assaultfitness.com, or contact me any way you can through Facebook or whatever, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. So, get out there, race fast, race fun, and we'll see you out at the Battlegrounds.